differently to us, and you need to do what suits your clientele and suits your comfort zone as well.
It's probably good to run your own pilot, as we've done at Girraween Library, and then evaluate it, work out what you would do differently next time, and then start with a vengeance.
And I think one of the benefits for if we can start to, if you are trialling the program, and then we can sort of group our experiences, feedback on our experiences, we can grow a bank of suitable craft activities, for example, because not everyone's comfortable doing different. I mean, I'm happy with glitter and glue and paint, but somebody else might not be, So if we've got a variety of things, so you can, if somebody else starts up the program, they can see that it's not the same. It's not prescriptive. It can be whatever you feel comfortable with as well as a facilitator, and then a variety of books. So you might find a book that suits a theme that I've not come across before, and it'll be perfect for my program. So to be able to have a community of a sharing network with the program, it would be really great and advantageous for all of us, I think. Sorry.
That's okay.
Please.
Thank you. We currently running the Let's program in tandem with the State Library before. It's the reason that's the one we have. We got a lot of cult family coming to story time and rhyme time in regular basis, and they actually, want to involve but be scared to coming at the front, and so we think this benefit with the family. And also, Maria used to work at Belmont, so we can still have ID. So she's working with Edith before. So, and then we presented the idea to the library manager, and looking at we don't want to start a new program because Alan Brook was already busy with the story time. They just twice a week, and we also have Kappa and Cuddle, and for all that stuff. So it's just too many programs running at the same time. But then we see the needs, and also Alan Brook is fast developed in the area. We got a lot of new development. We have a new migrants coming in, and the suburbs getting bigger. So we got the Alan Brook, Aberley, Whiteman Park, Brabham, Millendon, Dighton, Caversham, all moving in there. And we have the language that speak along the area. We have Punjabi, we have Arabic, Gujarati, Tamil, and Mandarin, Japanese, and so we thought it's something program that's specific for that. So we know that the program ran for 10 weeks, but we actually only doing for 8 weeks instead. So this is what the flexibility, because we thought the time we put it together, and also the way running. And by the way, Maria doesn't have the teaching background as well, so we actually running based on our experience how to do this thing. We be worried about this thing. I mean, she have an experience assistant thing, but when we try to put them together, say, even though the kids call us the teacher, so they always been coming to class. So then we decided to have that, and we put the expression of interest. By the time we start the pilot program, we actually already have family ready to sign up for the program. So we did the start, and based on that we have from Belmont, so we tweaked about this thing. And now we have two who to repeat, Let's, and one new one. So we actually currently run 2 groups, one in Monday and one in Friday. The Friday group is the repeat group, and the Monday group is the new groups that we do. I mean, lots of staff time, but then is another value adding, and also not just
Sorry, just a question. If the whole point of this program is teaching the basic English, did you have any problem with people being able to read that form?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes,
so
yeah.
Was it a kind of one-to-one
explaining this thing. This is what the program, and we also one we have the session we actually telling them why we do this thing, and you know, in more simple language kind of thing. But this one also, when we start the pilot, we didn't actually advertise that to the library widely, because we already have the group that ready to go. But now we put the expression of interest, and also the agency start picking up the program. The agency to start, you know, we got the referral from another agency coming and go to the library, they have something in there. So this is the group that, this is the repeat program. So as you see, we have a separate room. So we use that one in there, and the setting a bit similar. Instead of the cushion, we got kids chair, and this is lovely Maria there and running the program. So this is a workshop one that we run, is about my body, I think, this one there. So there's got a lot of facilitated activity, which is putting where is the hand, where is the eyes. So there's Tristan putting all the stickers on the bear, on the teddies. And this is the book that we talk about. You put into the basket. Yeah. We actually have a table inside the corner, so we just spread around there, and the kids know where to go, you know, pick up the books and which type of book. And some of them is, you know, the state library books that we put in there. Some over local stock that to fit there. And we try to put the books that sort of fit with the theme or kind of repeat the theme the week before. And this one, how interested this one there. And this is what the modeling. And we currently have 12 in the class. We were going to limit it, but then, you know, because most of them sometimes they're going on holidays and all that stuff, so we got a lot.
We had Chinese New Year in the middle of
ours. So we've got all that things that, you know, all the cultural celebrations, and we have to work with that things. And so usually we put 15, we accepted that, but by the time we run, probably around 10, 12 or 10 families on that. There's the interactive activity, so they're looking at what there, and Maria actually also modeling how to read and giving a few tips to the parent. This is the resource that they put in the room. So this is some of the ideas for them, and also the take-home rhyme that we also use the folder. So each family have a folder every week, and so they can keep adding all the rhyme to learn on that thing as well. Some of them we took a lot from the very beginning program, so you don't need to kind of repeat that thing because the resource is already there. This is another activity table that we put aside. Some puzzles, some coloring in, depending on what they want to explore. And this is the share reading time. So we got a different time, and one of them is let him lead the mom to read. And dad's also coming to the program, which is we really encourage them to do so. This is another one, the whole BC there. So they said basically, you know, we close room, and we also put the sign on the door that, you know, room occupied for this and all that stuff. So the family understand where to go and their routines as well. The next one we do the activities. So we're doing hockey pokey, this one, for the body thing. So we do hockey pokey, and it was hilarious. And we got the kids who, one of the family, the Indian family, not normally doing all that stuff, you know, they actually let it loose now. You know, kind of people, you know, and they let it loose to be doing all that kind of stuff. So which is really good. And then we do the craft time. So for the My Body, so we do the Play-Doh, and we actually encourage them to keep the Play-Doh, and they can play that at home as well. And they've got separate kitchen area there, which we actually have after that we have the sink, so they got in a queue, long queue, that washing their hand before they have a morning teas, and that's part of the routine that we teach them as well on that. And then they have morning tea. We actually have fruit juice available and all that thing. And we're so lucky we have volunteer who actually helping us for this program. And probably with the new scheme that government put in now, we might have a lot of mums who quite happy to help 1 hour or 2 hours on that thing. So each on Friday we have one who helping there, and some of them is actually come from the cult background as well. They were very keen to be a volunteer on there, which we actually encourage them to do so as well. And so any question and comment, just contact me or Maria. We got in Ellenbrook. So yeah, we just try, and we also put the evaluation by the end. We want to see whether there's some feedback and what they enjoy about the program, which part that they really enjoy, which is important, so we can tweak which one we want to change. And also, when we finish the 8 week, the group is actually what our plan was when we started. So they will become confident to go the normal story time. That's what we wanted to do at the end. But by finish the first term, they said they want to keep going on this thing. I'm not quite sure. And so we're looking at and said, can we do it? And so we decided to run the second time for the same group. But now most of the group who went to the Let's twice now very comfortable come to the normal story time. So they actually come often to the library now doing the Let's on Monday and then doing Wednesday doing story time. So they got 2 of that things all the time as well, which is really encouraging.
That was a similar experience, I think, for us. And the training, the trainer that we do in August, we hope that Anik will be, she's around, will be there as well. So it would be kind of a bit like this, but obviously we'll spend more time with you going through some of the things about, getting started, sort of ideas around staffing, using volunteers, promotion, registration, recruitment of families, actually running the course, and so a little bit more detail of what we've been doing, and then just also sharing about evaluation and reviews. So that's the plan for it. And as I said, we'll be promoting that on PLO. And so we hope that you be interested and we'll come along to the session.
Can I just ask a question? Anik, when you, I don't think I pronounced that correctly, I apologise.
That's okay.
So the aim you said was to get them to come to storytime. So you find you don't have a lot of these parents already coming to storytime?
Yeah, they already come to the story time, but always know the one very confident at the front and the one who's not confident at the way at the back. And when you asking a question, they're not even answering thing, and the kids quite shy and all that stuff. And also, after the 4 weeks we did the Let's for the first time, the parents coming up start talking about school, the school readiness. It has come all the time, and even they're asking a lot of what is the service that in this area they're available. They're actually asking that question. They're confident asking, and my kids like this in there. And the one that I heard last time, we have one family, the Filipinos family. I mean, as you know, they speak English really well compared to the other. But the boys itself is the friends of the family say that he's more advanced than the other because he's so confident. And he said, yeah, I come to school in the library. That's what he said. And my teacher is Maria. So they call it like that. And because he come and sees the same, friend for 8 weeks and learning that thing, and they say the school is my class. I go to school in the library. So that is another things that taking off the barrier that we so open and all that kind of stuff. And with the cult background, they tend to have lots of friends, and which is benefit for the network. They usually telling friends, and then we get another group coming in, and this is how it works. And you will be surprised what there. And we have every time supposed to be a celebration, the end of the session. They kind of sad because you have finished the session, but we hear all the time, and we start thinking about what else that we can do for them. I mean, it just, when they go to school, they just miss all that thing, lift the cat and everything. So.
And I think also with parenting as well, a lot of these mums, they're at home and they may not know how to use a lot of the community facilities so well, and this is actually giving them a bit more confidence to come out, participate, know what's going on as well, and be able to help their child more, because I think there's a lot of isolated mums there, very isolated. So.
As well, it's the I think most libraries are probably finding that they're getting a lot of non-English first language, English as a first language parents attending their story times, and certainly that's where we did some recruitment from. As Anique's saying, they're a little bit back, and they're often coming to those because they're practicing their speaking and listening that's important. And so in these sorts of situations, it's a perfect opportunity for them to be able to practice their English in a real community environment. So there's don't always get that outside. Sort of somebody might be feeling a little bit intolerant because they can't. They get frustrated, or with somebody not understanding what they're saying. So it's a real opportunity that they've got to practice those skills, and for their kids too.
And the things that we keep tweaking the program, like the first group is worked really well with this platform. Then the new group that we have completely different, because they are different nationalities. So we have to change a little bit on that things as well to suit that needs of the family. So.